The call came while dinner was almost ready. Oil hissed softly in the pan, and the kitchen smelled of cumin and garlic. My wife moved comfortably between the stove and counter, asking whether I wanted rice or bread. It was an ordinary evening, the kind that disappears from memory because nothing unusual happens. My phone rang on the table. It was my younger brother, Samir. He usually texted, never called during work trips unless something needed urgency. I answered without thinking. "Yeah." Background airport noise filled the line. Announcements echoed faintly. "Are you home?" he asked. I glanced toward the kitchen. She stood there, back turned, tasting the curry with a spoon. "Yes." A hesitation followed. "Is your wife home?" I almost laughed. "Yes. She's in the kitchen." Silence stretched long enough to feel deliberate. Then he lowered his voice. "That's impossible." I straightened slightly. "What do you mean?" "She just boarded my flight," he said carefully. "Dubai connection. I saw her at the gate with another man." For a moment, my mind rejected the sentence entirely. I looked again toward the kitchen. She wiped her hands, humming quietly, completely at ease. "Real, present, normal, you sure?" I asked. "I checked twice," Samir said. "I wouldn't call if I wasn't." I ended the call and stood there, listening to the ordinary sounds of our home. Plates touching, steam rising, her asking if dinner was ready. Nothing looked false. That was what unsettled me most. That night, I didn't confront her. I watched instead, small details, movements, expressions. She spoke about errands, complained about traffic, laughed at something on television. If she carried a secret life, it showed no cracks. The next morning Samir sent a photo. Airport lighting washed everything pale, but it was unmistakably her. Same posture, same handbag she claimed she'd stopped using months ago. Her hand rested lightly on a man's arm as they waited to board. The timestamp placed her there hours before she served dinner at home. I stared at it for a long time before understanding settled in, not shock, but rearrangement. Memories began shifting. Business trips extended without explanation. Conferences that produced no stories. Weekend absences explained too smoothly. Trust had edited reality for me. I verified quietly. Airline confirmation through a professional contact. Passport records matched. Multiple flights over the past year. A pattern. A second schedule running parallel to our marriage. That evening, when she returned from work, I placed printed confirmations on the dining table beside her keys. No accusations. No raised voice. She noticed after a minute and froze. Her eyes moved slowly across the pages. Dates, destinations, passenger details. She sat down. "How long?" I asked. She didn't deny it. "A year," she said. There was no dramatic explanation, only exhaustion, as if secrecy itself had become heavy. I realized anger would change nothing. The truth already existed outside emotion. Evidence had ended the conversation before it began. Within days, lawyers became involved. Accounts reviewed. Property discussed. Official notices prepared. Authority entered quietly through procedure, turning private betrayal into documented fact. When she received separation papers, she simply nodded. "I didn't think you'd find out," she said. I almost asked what outcome she expected, but the question felt unnecessary. Whatever life she had elsewhere depended on my continued trust, and I had given it freely. We packed the apartment without arguments. Years reduced to boxes labeled kitchen, books, winter clothes. Friends expected anger. Family expected reconciliation attempts. Neither came. When she finally moved out, the apartment felt unfamiliar, not emptier, just honest. Silence replaced performance. Weeks later, I understood what hurt most wasn't the affair itself. It was realizing memory could no longer be trusted. Every shared moment carried doubt. Had she been present, or simply passing through between departures? Samir once asked if I felt relieved. Not exactly. The phone call hadn't destroyed my marriage. It had only revealed that it had already ended somewhere beyond my awareness. Life continued, work, routine, quiet evenings alone. Sometimes I still expected to hear movement in the kitchen, but clarity arrived slowly, not as victory. Just the calm understanding that truth doesn't always come loudly, it arrives in contradiction, waits patiently, and leaves you standing between two realities, forced to choose the one supported by facts